'cause you see in me. Gotta be something.
Man, what is you doing? You talking about you want to go to the studio with me and you want to help me and you want to see how I work, but you're still sitting here asleep? I don't want to hear it, bro. You should have went to sleep last night. I told you we had to be up. I told you to get all your stuff together. Bring your pen, bring your notepad. What is you doing? Man, whatever. Look, you got 15 minutes because we have to be out the door. I have to be somewhere and you're sitting here like we don't have nowhere to go. So you got 15 minutes starting now to get up and get your life together. Come on, hurry up. Oh, and also, I got to tell y'all what we shooting today. So, like, get a move on. Okay, y'all, so a little bit of an update and a little look into the shoot. I have 2 models today, y'all, and I just want to put it out there. I thought my female model, I thought she wasn't gonna make it. We've been kind of going back and forth about her hair and trying to figure that whole thing out. So pretty much like the night before, or not the night before, Friday, she texted me like, hey, would you prefer if I get my hair done Saturday or today, which is Sunday? I was like, hey, you know, if you can get it done on Saturday, that would be more convenient. And like, you know, I don't want you to rush or anything like that. So I didn't end up seeing her text me. She was like, oh, well, the girl that I have to do my hair, she's booked up and I'm just gonna get it done right after I get off of work. She gets off of work at 3 and our shoot is at 7 o'clock. And you know, like, it's Sunday, people got stuff to do the next day. So I was a little scared she ain't gonna make it. But literally I checked in with her right after I got off of work and I was like, hey, you know, are we good or whatever? She said she was getting her hair braided down. So that's a little tip or tidbit for photographers. Always plan ahead. Literally the day before, even though she was like, it'll be fine, like I'll be done and I'll be on the way here, I made sure I had a backup model on standby just in case she wasn't gonna be able to make it, because I didn't want to have like my assistant, which you'll see in a minute, like waiting around and stuff like that. I just wanted to have everything in order. So that's a little tidbit. Sometimes you don't have time to reshoot or replan something, redo. Sometimes you don't have time for that. So always make sure that you have a backup plan for if things don't go as planned, or, you know, make sure that you are okay with reshooting your shoot and everybody on your team is okay with that, because you don't want to waste your money on studios or whatever. Luckily, I had a friend, he's allowed me to use his space in his apartment, so we were good on that. I just didn't really have time to like reshoot the shoot. So that's all taken care of. But I also wanted to give y'all a little bit of the insight of what the shoot is today, because like, child, you was running behind. I need you to be ready. We have stuff to do. So today's shoot, y'all, I am shooting for Valentine's Day. So by the time you guys will see this, it'll be Valentine's Day. So happy Valentine's Day for all of y'all out there, especially my single people. Love yourself, because self-love is the best love, okay? But yeah, I'm working on a Valentine's Day shoot, and it's called The Queen of Hearts and Her Lover. And we kind of got like a little toxic type of love situation going on. I didn't really want to do nothing typical lovey-dovey. I wanted to do something a little bit different. So I'm kind of working with a lot of reds. I customized her corset top, which you guys will see. I bought everything off of Amazon just to make it easy for myself. And yeah, like, I'm getting really deep diving into my storytelling. So like, the Queen of Hearts, I want her to be seductive and like kind of manipulative and enticing, and I wanted, like, you know, the lover to kind of be obsessed with her. So I think it'll be really, really dope at the end of it. But yeah, y'all, so I'm gonna give y'all a look in this studio and we gonna get ready to get it on the pop. And I'm still waiting on the makeup artist and all the models, so we got a little bit of time. But I just wanted to update y'all, let y'all know what we shooting today, and I'm gonna give y'all an inside look of what I do on my shoots. Okay, so let's get into it. Y'all already know who this is if you're a regular on this channel, but this is Ronnie. This is my lighting assistant for today. Well, not introduce yourself, but you know, you want to tell a little bit about yourself?
I love God. You know what I'm saying?
That is amazing.
I ain't never without him. But we doing a Valentine's Day shoot theme.
Yeah, I told him about all that. I guess I more so was like, as you guys can see in the back, this is kind of what we're thinking, doing a spotlight. But we're just going over lighting and things of that nature, kind of getting into the vibe and showing y'all what I do to kind of bring my visions to life. Obviously I can't play it, but I make playlists based off of my shoots, just to make it a little bit easier for me to visualize the poses. I realize now that I have a harder time trying to come up with poses when I can't see in my head what I'm trying to recreate, or like, you know how you have that one pose and that's it. Usually if I have music playing that's on like the same theme, it makes it a lot easier. So we were kind of going over that, like, oh, I ain't never heard of that. So that's another tip. I'm giving y'all all free gems today. Isn't that amazing?
That's crazy. I would have gatekeep, but that's just me.
I don't know. I feel like the music thing's not a gatekeeping thing.
Nah, it's not.
Ooh. So,
Copyright.
But what do you think about lighting, Ryan? What we thinking?
Like I told you earlier, when it's dark in here, we can do silhouette.
Okay.
I think that would be really cool. Do silhouette poses and stuff like that. I don't know. We just
We can play around with the
yeah,
stroke too.
trial and error, and then whatever comes to mind, like just go with the flow. I mean, like you said, the music is gonna help. So the music is definitely going to bring that different aspect of giving poses, because it's like, or even the models themselves, like they're doing something.
Oh, yeah.
You can see something.
That's another thing too, y'all. Get y'all some good models, because they really, honestly, they gonna take over the show. Really, you just gonna be clicking the button. I have models that, like, I don't tell them nothing, and it's kind of strange, just because after a while as a photographer, you like, dang, I should be doing some more. But when you good at what you do, you ain't gotta do too much. So that's something to keep in mind as well.
I keep it simple. You know what I'm saying? I keep it simple.
I'm a little extra. You already know I'm a little extra, so I'm always doing a little bit extra stuff and everything. But yeah, no, we're just gonna play around. But this is like our main. This is gonna be our main setup. If you've never worked with LEDs, oh yeah. Well, that'll come in a second. But if you've never worked with LEDs, they get real hot. So make sure you have some fans going, and make sure you don't have it directly in the model's eye, because that'll blind them. So make sure it's kind of like tilted down, facing towards them, instead of like directly on them.
So yeah, what y'all see is like the spotlight. We're using a Snoop right now. A lot
I
of
can
people,
show y'all close.
yeah, a lot of people don't know what that is, or how to get that type of angle.
We'll go to XL60W, so yeah. It's not as clear on the edges, but I kind of like that. I wanted to kind of go soft on the edges anyway. Y'all, I bought anything from my house that is red. Keep all your props. You never know what you can use them for. These are actually my friend Max, because we did his Valentine's Day shoot last year, so I kept these.
Oh, that's from Breeze?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I kept those. This is this is the model skirt that I put a slit in, because of course I wanted to give it a little bit extra. I customized this corset top myself. Y'all didn't get to see this because I really just like rushed it, but I'm excited to see her put all this stuff on and see how it's gonna look. So I have like satin fabric to put over the chair. And it's gonna be a vibe. It's gonna be a vibe. I'm gonna show y'all a little bit more once the makeup and the hair and the stuff gets done. But yeah.
What's up? Hi, I'm Lahawa. I'm a makeup artist. I'm a travel artist, but I also have people who can come to my location. My Instagram is Glams by Queen Me. Again, Glams by Queen Me. Tap in.
Book with her. You already know she does my makeup all the time. Okay, y'all, so here is the makeup. I think it came out super duper dope. I love the lip. And we didn't go, I'm gonna put the picture up here, but we didn't go with the regular brows, but I think these even came out super cool. Can you turn to the left for me? Yeah, super dope. Like I said before, give my girl a holler if you are in Dallas. She does an amazing job. Even if you don't want something super crazy like this, y'all already know she's done my birthday makeup, everything. So yeah, but we gonna get her dressed and we can just gonna keep it moving. So this is our Queen of Hearts. And we were just talking about Mimi Hawa. If I could have put one card right there, that would have made it different. Yeah.
Didn't even peep that though.
Honestly, yeah. I think it's just because, like I said, I have a mannequin at home. So, like, I was trying to map all the cards out on there. But, like, I put one on there, y'all. And then I was like, okay, let me just take it off the next morning and just put them on there like that. The mannequin didn't want to let go of my corsets. So, if I would have put all them cards on there.
You keep saying that so slick. Like
yes. If I would have put all my cards on there, I would have been mad. But I think it came out super duper cute. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yep.
What'd you think?
Oh shit.
Yep.
I fuck with it.
I think it looks nice. I think it looks nice.
You said like somebody said Alice in the Wonderland?
Yeah.
And this is our lover, you guys. I don't think you've officially introduced yourself.
My name is D Blake. I go by Destin. I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana. I've been modeling for a little bit. And I love this concept, so I'm excited to see how it come out.
Okay. Well, y'all, I'm finna get set up, but I'll see y'all out there.
Yeah.
What's going on, y'all? It's your girl, my Michelle, and I had to come in and do a little voiceover for y'all. So I really just wanted to go a little bit more in depth with this shoot and everything, give y'all a little bit of the behind the scenes of how the shoot was going and everything. Y'all, can I first just say, these two, goofy as heck. The whole shoot, laughing the whole time. But we had a good time, of course. But I just wanted to give y'all a little look in how I've built this shoot out and trying to get it to where I want it to be now. So one of the things that I've been kind of implementing in my shoots, I've talked about it in my last video if you've seen it. If not, I'll leave it in the card above. Vision boards. Vision boards are very important when it comes to bringing my visions to life. Also, like letting my team know, hey, this is what I'm thinking about doing. You know, I'm always open to suggestions, and pretty much vision boarding for me is like brain dumping. So I'm just really just gathering ideas, putting stuff together, and dumping my ideas in one place. Now, every picture that I get or inspiration that I get, I don't use, but I find it very crazy, and I will be putting like pictures from my vision board throughout like this segment. I find it very crazy. A lot of people have been reposting this picture. This picture has been over everybody's TL on everybody's Pinterest board. So like, it's crazy how everything just aligns. I've been kind of sitting on this idea, and this is honestly where I got the corset top idea from, which came out super duper good. And I really thought all them cards was going to fall off, but I'm so glad that they didn't. But yeah, so I look at vision boarding like brain dumping. So I encourage all photographers, get your ideas out there, whether they are dumb to you or you just don't feel like there's something there. There's something in every idea that you have. You just got to bring it to life. Another thing that I've been implementing into my photo shoots is really storytelling and breaking down my photo shoots. So I've been doing more synopsis. Like my friend Matt, honestly, shout out to him. He's got me really into like, okay, you know, you got this cool idea, but let's elevate it. Let's make it some more. And so I've been really like being present and taking my time with breaking down my shoots a little bit more than just like putting them together, to be honest. I find it a lot more fulfilling, and I find it that the vision all comes together a little bit more when like the model knows like exactly what you want in terms of like building this character, and you know, and it brings it all together. That's the only way I can explain it. So I wanted to read y'all a little bit of the synopsis I wrote, and honestly, reading this back, it's super dope. So of course, you know, this is the Queen of Hearts and her lover. So, you know, just listen in on this greatness. The queen and her lover, she is irresistible and glamorous. Her heart is bound to her lover because she can't control him. He's like a magnet, drawn to her in every way. He will do anything for her, He's played his cards well enough that the queen's heart belongs to him. The relationship is toxic, but there's beauty in it in some ways. Stab me in the heart, and I'll love you with all my heart. I just want to say, ain't that bars? Like, I just kind of like hit a bar, so I want y'all to like clap or say something, do a ooh. Like, I know this is all through video, but like, that was a bar. Give me my flowers, okay? But yeah, no. I wanted it to be like she was this seductive type of mistress, very irresistible, but like in kind of an innocent way. And I wanted the lover, I said obsessed earlier in the video. I didn't really mean obsessed. I wanted him to be enthralled with her. I wanted him to be, like I said, magnetized by her. I'm looking for that other word. Admired by her. That's kind of what I was going for. Not like super duper obsessed, but like kind of obsessed in a kind of in an innocent way as well. As you guys will see, I'm showing photos throughout and like, you know, my settings and everything. You guys will kind of see what I mean by that. But yeah, like building that story, kind of creating these characters, get in the habit of doing that. And this is mainly for my people who want to do editorial or fashion photography. That's mainly what I do. So that's what I'll mainly be talking about. Like, if you want to build stories, if you want like your shoots to be a little bit extra, y'all, they so goofy. If you want your shoots to be a little bit more in depth, try to do mind dumping and vision boarding and really build this story. Like, I really built these two characters and I'm very proud, and I think that's like partially the reason why it came out so well. Also, shout out to my models. They did a great job. I've never worked with Kai before, but I'm so glad I found her. She's such a sweet soul and she's very charismatic. If you can see throughout the shoot, she just knows how to bring a character to life. That's the only way I could imagine it. Like, she's very animated. That's what I want to say. Like, she's very animated and it just brought it all together. And Blake, he's just very, I don't know, very cool, calm, and collected. I appreciate his pointers all throughout the video. Like, I like working with models that'll tell me like, hey, you know, I like this picture, but let's try it again because like I don't like my face in it. Like, I like for them to see the details as well. So not only does that make me a better photographer, that gets them kind of in the habit of like, you know, looking at their own work and being like, I know what my good side is, I know this, or like being open with the photographer, being like, hey, you know, I don't really care for this picture. Can we try this? Can we try that? And, you know, I want y'all to also encourage y'all to be open-minded when you work with people, whether it be clients or models. Just because somebody's giving a suggestion, they ain't trying to tell you that, you know, they know more than you, okay? I'm always open to suggestions and learning. And even though I've been doing this for quite a while, I'm always looking for feedback. So even here, like, I like getting people's reactions. I like getting the models' reactions and just seeing their face light up at the pictures and things like that. But also it kind of gives them more pose ideas. So I know some people say they don't show their pictures throughout, or they do. I like to, just because it gives them an idea of like, you know, what's going on so far. And like I said, that'll be like, ooh, let's try that picture again. My face wasn't really giving what it was supposed to give. So yeah, I encourage y'all, let your models have a say so a little bit, but you know, do that to your own discretion. Do it based off of how you work and what your workflow is like. I also wanted to encourage y'all, I really want to get us on this wave, y'all. I wouldn't have been able to do this without none of these amazing people here. Like, if I wouldn't have had a team, this wouldn't have came out the way that I would have imagined it. So, of course, like, shout out to my models, shout out to Lahawa, Ronnie, Nate, all of y'all. I wouldn't have been able to do this without the team. And we talked about it a little bit in this video, but I'm gonna save it to the end. So if you make it to the end of this video, I'm gonna be dropping a gem for y'all. Pretty much, we were just talking about how like none of this stuff we can do alone. And the bigger my ideas have gotten, the more that I've had to lean on my community and get to know people and work with people who see my vision and actually want to bring it to life because they feel connected to it. That's something that I've been working on myself and have been doing for years. So like, you constantly have seen Ronnie in my videos. That's because like we've just worked together for so long, and I don't switch up on people who have seen my visions, who have worked with me, who have poured into me, and I poured into them. I don't switch up on them. I go back to them every time. I encourage y'all, get out in your community, meet some models, get on the internet. I know some people ask me, how do I get models and how do I meet these people? I will talk about that in depth in another video, but like, get on social media. It's the most powerful thing that we got. So, you know, connect with people in your community that you don't even know that exist. So that's what I would encourage y'all to do. Oh, and that last clip, I had to let my boy Ronnie jump in and take some photos as well. But yeah, and I encourage y'all, get out in your communities and connect with people because we all need each other. I don't care if you do videography, photography, any of that. We all deserve to get our flowers and show our work off and do this together, y'all, to be honest. And overall, y'all, I had an amazing shoot. So shout out to my models, Kai, Destin. Y'all did an amazing job. You know I had to hit y'all with a video. So make sure you're following me on Instagram. Everything will be dropped there. I might give y'all a pic or two, but you're just going to have to follow me there if you want to see the whole series. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I love you guys, and I will catch y'all in the next one. I'm very big on community building, and that's what I created the show around, just because we don't have nothing out here that's like literally based around fun. Everything is very networking forward, like, oh, I'm trying to get my name out there, I'm trying to do this and that and the third, when like those things are important, yes, but like being around people who have similar interests, I think, is a little bit more important, because y'all can create bonds and deeper connections. Like, I have a lot of my friends say like, hey, I met the dude that was on that one episode, like I still talk to him, we done worked on stuff together. That brings me joy to know that like you guys are kind of like flourishing with each other and connecting with one another, because there's a lot of dope artists out here that just don't get no recognition or they don't get as much like experience, honestly. And I would love to create an experience that like y'all can grow and do on your own, or even work with me. But most people know me. That's why I tell people all the time, I was like, that show ain't for me. Like, you come in, you already know who I am, you know what I'm about. And if you don't, check the credentials down below. But like, I'd rather use my gifts to also like help other people along the process. So like, that's what I'm
I just think that it depends on, like you said, the community of people that you kind of bring into your circle, the people that you work with, because like a lot of people, like I said, they just want what they can get out of the situation. Like, oh, this model was on this magazine, I'm trying to see if I can work with her so I can be in the magazine.
See myself, and it's like, but also you can build on it yourself. I feel like they did it themselves. You can do the same thing. It's an interesting journey, but it helps me with my photography. Like I said, this whole industry is very think on your feet. And one thing that I'm trying to work on is slowing down. That's why I did the synopsis, and I kind of just broke everything down some more to make myself like enjoy my art, enjoy my craft, and like relish in it a little bit more.
Is it something that you want to do full time, like
yes,
like super duper in depth, like
super duper
forget the 9 to 5 shit? You want
yes,
like
this is what I want to do. I just want to be creative. I don't really limit myself anymore. I felt like for a while I was like, oh yeah, I'm a photographer, creative director, but then I kept doing stuff and adding stuff to my list to where now I'm just like a creative curator, if you want to call it something. But like, no, yeah, I want to do photo shoots for the rest of my life. Help out with things, do campaigns. Yeah, bring my visions to life and help other people do the same thing. I give you visuals, you leave inspired. That's been my mantra since I started.
Say it one time.
Give you visuals. I give you visuals, you leave inspired. I want to inspire people.
I like that.
So I hope when you see my pictures, you get inspired to do something yourself.
It's kind of tied into what we talked about earlier, just like you feel like you have to put something out there and you have to get a certain amount of likes, and if you don't get a certain amount of likes, niggas be wanting to like delete their pictures and stuff like that. It's like, bro, keep it up there. Somebody gonna see it. Somebody is paying attention to you. And just the pictures that you post, like if you post some fire, like if you think it came out fire, just post it.
Yeah.
Like, don't care about if it get 1 like, 2 likes, 100 likes.
One like is crazy, depending on how many followers you got.
But you know how people like, I got into like, when I first started getting into like posting on Instagram or whatever the case is, I got into like, oh, I gotta post at a certain time. Like,
Oh yeah.
Like you dropping an album or something, it's like nobody's checking for your little picture or whatever the case is, or your little photo shoot that much to where like, you gotta.
I think it's when you're a starter, it's like just get out as much as you can.
Put that
almost
shit
like
out,
when people who do music.
Oh yeah.
Like, it's like just keep making songs, because as you do it, you're perfecting
It's
your
gonna get
craft.
better,
So it's like you get better and better and better, and then eventually you get the notoriety.
No,
Because people
facts.
are like, bro, you're cold, like, because you've been pushing and pushing it.
But also
And you're
people
consistent.
have lost the joy of the process too. Like, people don't like the process. They just want it to happen and want it to be a certain way. And even I've fallen down that train too. Like, just bro, like this is not doing what I want to do, and I didn't work so hard. But it's like, even now, as me slowing down, I'm enjoying the process. This is fun. This is kind of what I wanted.